challenge going on. Can you name all the NBA champions from the 1980s till now?
Somebody put a challenge that put the 80s in it. It has to be somebody from the 80s because no one cares. All right, 80, we got what? Magic, of course. And then after Magic, it went Bird. 81, then... Correct.
No, you got them all. You got them. You got them all. So you're real good at history, huh?
No.
No.
I don't know nothing about the 70s.
Oh,
nor do I care to learn.
The Los Angeles Lakers won 1980, 1982, 1985, 2023, the Denver Nuggets, 2024,
All right, so what you guys just saw was Gilbert Arenas and Nick Wright, two of my most favorite analysts, taking their guesses on who was the NBA champions between 1980 to present day. And they all started with the 80s, which I like the idea of going backwards because it gets progressively more difficult for most people as you go backwards. And so that's what I plan on doing. And so, but the thing that was annoying too is, Gilbert poked fun saying the 80s shouldn't even count. It shouldn't even be a part of that. And I'm like, if you're paid millions of dollars, to talk about this, wearing a suit and tie, showing up to talk about sports, why are you only going back to the 80s? Try all NBA history. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to try to guess every single NBA champion. I don't have a blindfold. I guess I could drop my hat down or that sort of thing because somebody's going to think I'm looking and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie. Let me look it up because there's no way in hell that I'm gonna know it. So I'm good until the 80s. Y'all saw that.
Yeah. So this is gonna be on my channel, the Johnny Arnett channel. My guesses, but Dario over on the Johnny Talks channel, he did his, which is great. Because he's younger than me, and he definitely thinks older guys are plumbers. So his perspective's pretty funny too. So.
And you guys don't believe in my my basketball knowledge, so I had to at least prove something.
Yeah. He did do pretty well. So anyway, I'm gonna start it. I have my laptop open for the last segment, but it is closed now. That is right over here. All right. And I want you to interject, Dario. Maybe you can ask me questions about these, but so much, up until 1985. Then you don't know anything before that, but that's okay.
wait, no. I'm good until the 80s. But I was good, all right? Even some of the 70s. It's just, and I get to hear about that later too.
Yep. 2025, OKC defeated Indiana. They were the NBA champions. Going to be the biggest what ifs ever because Tyrese was out. 2024, Boston Celtics won the NBA championship. Great defensive team. 2023, Denver Nuggets averaged a triple-double throughout that entire postseason. 2022, the legacy-defining year, I guess, for Steph Curry, winning the championship over the Celtics and all that. Finally, surpassed Kevin Durant with that one. 2021.
My bad.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Do you think you think that's the biggest championship for Steph by far?
I always think a guy's first one is the most important. Until you're not an NBA champion, I don't know. Whenever I always hate that question when guys are interviewed after the championship, is this the most important one you've ever had? It's I'm pretty sure the first one was. Until then he wasn't a champion. Now he is.
The only thing about that one is the 2015. It was just there was so many after the fact getting a lot of crap about it. So I felt like he didn't get the full credit that he deserved for that. So that's why, But
I always think the first one's the biggest, but I would say number 4 was definitely bigger than 2 and 3 for sure.
100%.
Yeah, for sure. 2021, Milwaukee Bucks defeat the Phoenix Suns. Giannis has that amazing championship clincher where he scores 50 points. Bubble championship, Lakers, LeBron James finalist MVP. 2019, Kawhi and the Toronto Raptors. 2018, Golden State Warriors, KD. 2017, Golden State Warriors. 2016, Cleveland Cavaliers. 2015, Golden State Warriors. 2014 San Antonio Spurs, 13 Heat, 12 Miami Heat, 2011 Dirk Nowitzki Dallas Mavericks, 2010 Kobe, number 5, 2009 Kobe, 2008 them damn Celtics winning by 39 points in that championship clincher. That was like 3 days after I broke up with my high school girlfriend. It was like the worst week of my life. Moving on.
Whammy.
It was bad, dude. It was a bad week.
So they probably might have you on watch.
100%. 2007, San Antonio Spurs wipe the floor with sweep the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James, which was a huge bummer because after that Eastern Conference Finals against the Pistons, I was so hyped for LeBron to take on San Antonio. But yeah, San Antonio did what they did. 2006, Dwayne Wade and the referees defeat the Dallas Mavericks. 2005, one of the most boring, least viewed NBA finals. San Antonio defeats Detroit. 2004, Detroit, arguably the greatest defense in NBA history, defeat the super team, Los Angeles Lakers. Karl Malone was injured that time. Kobe was dealing with the Colorado stuff. We have our excuses. 2003, San Antonio Spurs defeat the New Jersey Nets. Should have been a quadruple double for Tim Duncan on that one. 2002, 2001, 2000, Shaq and Kobe dominance. 1999, San Antonio Spurs defeat the 8th-seeded New York Knicks in a lockout-shortened season. 1998, 97, and 96, Michael Jordan and the Bulls. 95 and 94, Houston Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon, which again, they made it out of the West. They wouldn't have had to play against Jordan anyway. I hate when people say he only won because of Jordan. It's like they're not even in the same conference. Like, you know, because Jordan went to play baseball. They're not even in the same conference. So, 93, 92, 91, Michael Jordan, the Bulls. 90 and 89, one of the most slept on back-to-back champions of all time, the bad boy Detroit Pistons.
What's insane? Sorry, that decade. I just I don't know why it's just clicking to me. So many, all the way from 89 to 99. It was just straight up you always at least won 2 in a row.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's all. Yeah, but my bad. Not to super cut you off, but that was
no, you're good. Yeah, it was a lot of consistently teams dominating for sure. Well, even a little bit further back because you got back. You got back-to-back Lakers, so 87 and 88 at the parade. Pat Riley saying, "We're gonna win it again." 86 Boston Celtics against the Houston Rockets with Ralph Sampson and Hakeem Olajuwon, who had just upset the Los Angeles Lakers. That was a crazy one. Man, I wish that Rockets team would have stayed healthy. That would have been interesting. 1985 Los Angeles Lakers. Now is where you got to take your time because it staggers a little bit. So 85 Lakers, 84 Celtics, 83 the Philadelphia 76ers, one of the greatest teams of all time, 4-4-4. Moses Malone's prediction. It was, wasn't quite that. It was there was one loss in there, but he predicted 4-4-4 with some legendary stuff. So great team there. They did sweep the Lakers, but I believe James Worthy was injured in those finals, which is kind of a what if that people kind of forget. Again, they still got swept, so it's like I don't know if he's going to win a series for him. No. It is big game, James. 1982 is the Lakers. 1981 is the Celtics. That was when Cedric Cornbread Maxwell was the finals MVP on that one. 1980, Magic Johnson, where he scores, I believe, 42, 12, and 7, and starts at center in place of an injured Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now we get into the 70s. This is where Darius is like, what the hell's going on? One of these guys. 1979, Seattle Supersonics defeat the Washington Bullets, and Dennis Johnson was the Finals MVP. Dennis Johnson was a problem before. He's known for his Celtics years, but before that, he was great. And then that was a rematch, 1978. But Washington won that one. 1977, the team of one banner. The Portland Trailblazers won that one, and they defeated the Philadelphia 76ers. Then in 1976, you had the Boston Celtics winning. They defeated the Phoenix Suns. And within...
the opposite teams too. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, that series was great, 76. Within that 1976 series, there was a game. There was a final score, I believe, is 128 to 126. And it's called the greatest game ever played. It went to 3 overtimes. Really, really great game. Good game to look up highlights of if you've never seen it. 1975, Golden State Warriors won the championship. Rick Barry was the finals MVP. A lot of people say, because I think that Golden State team won like 48 games. A lot of people say that might be like the worst team to ever win an NBA championship. But Rick Barry was a problem. But like just with how many games they won and you look at the roster overall.
Sweep too. That's crazy.
Yeah. 1974 was the Boston Celtics. People always mention that there was no back-to-back champions, but the Celtics did win in 74 and 76. And I believe that was over the Milwaukee Bucks, wasn't it? Which is weird.
Yeah.
It was the Boston Celtics over the Bucks, but the Bucks were in the West at the time. And so
I know what's really crazy.
What's
so
that?
many game sevens around this
lots of great Game 7 series.
Yeah, crazy.
1973, New York Knicks defeat the Los Angeles Lakers. This is where you kind of have the Knicks and Lakers rivalry for a bit. 1972, the Lakers win the championship. Wilt Chamberlain gets a second. Jerry West gets his.
Teams too, right?
Yeah, one of the greatest teams because that was the cherry on top of their 33 straight, victories, which is still the longest streak in NBA history. Then in 1971, another team considered one of the all-time greats with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Oscar Robertson. So that 71 team was awesome.
Sender.
Yeah, Lou Alcindor technically at that time. And a lot of people think that championship was truly determined when the Bucks and the Lakers played earlier in the playoffs.
100%.
1970, you've got the New York Knicks winning. 1969 is the Boston Celtics over the Los Angeles Lakers. That was the final championship season for Bill Russell. And that was the one where Jerry West averaged 37 points and was the finals MVP despite being on the losing team. Pretty crazy. 68 is also the Celtics. 1967 is the Philadelphia 76ers. Wilt Chamberlain and that team was awesome. That was his year. Finally broke through and got his. And then after that, the Celtics go streaking. 66. I got to use my fingers for this one. 66, 65, 64, 63, 62. Elgin Baylor scores 61 points in the NBA Finals in an NBA Finals game. Still not enough to beat that Celtics team.
That's insane.
So,
I didn't. See, all right. I feel like a noob for that. I did not know that he dropped.
Still the NBA Finals record for the most points scored in a single game.
I didn't know that, but just forgot. But that's crazy. That is crazy.
So that was, what was that? 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59. Now 58 is the St. Louis Hawks. Bill Russell is 11-1 in the NBA Finals. This was the only time he ever lost. But he was injured. He was injured for a good portion of those finals. Yeah. Bob Pettit was a beast, though. In the championship clincher, Bob Pettit dropped 50 points and had secured 19 rebounds. Crazy. 1956 is the Celtics again. Sorry, wait, no. Sorry. 59. I skipped a year, I think. So it's 59, 58, 57 was the Celtics.
Mm-hmm. Do you know against who?
In 57?
Yeah.
Was that the St. Louis Hawks as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
that's
so.
Why, I gotta throw in some
Yeah. The Hawks and Celtics were going back.
You got the winners down pat, man. I got.
Yeah. Well, this gets tough. Like 50s are so tough. I think. Oh God, I think it's the. Hold on, give me a second. I don't want to miss this because I've nailed them all so far. Yeah. So, 1956.
My man, you've gone through almost 70 years of history already.
And I don't even make millions off of my job. I make thousands. Freaking
tall Johnny.
Nick Wright.
I got you.
Gilbert Arenas.
All right,
I'm gonna have to guess. No, I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. What were you gonna say? I'm almost like 95% sure Nick Wright could like name him. That's my boy. And so that might not be a good thing for you, but Gilbert Arenas, there's no way in hell he's doing what you're doing right now.
They got to 80. There's no way they're doing all these numbers.
I don't think Nick Wright can name the losers too. You naming the winners and the losers.
Yeah.
You even talk about the series. You even saying how many games it went. Come on.
56 Philadelphia. Wait, hold on. Warriors.
56. Yes.
Yeah, and then 55 was the Syracuse Nationals.
Yes.
Okay. And then we get Minneapolis and Minneapolis again.
Yes.
And then the Baltimore Bullets.
Nope.
Rochester Royals.
Right?
It's okay, it's the Rochester Royals then.
No. So time out. So
Minneapolis.
You said Syracuse Nationals, and then how many?
Two Lakers. Two Minneapolis Lakers.
There. I don't know if you want me to tell you.
No. Okay. So let me say them by year again. So 57 was the you trying to confuse me.
No,
57 was the last year the Celtics won. So then I said the Philly Warriors in 56.
Got that. Yeah.
The Syracuse Nationals in 55.
Yep.
The Minneapolis Lakers in 54. The Minneapolis Lakers in 53.
Yep.
Then I think it's the Rochester Royals in 52. And then I think it's the Lakers, Minneapolis Lakers, Minneapolis Lakers, Minneapolis Lakers.
I see where you're going. Okay. So the thing is, you're not 100% wrong. It's just the three-peat comes before you're doing the three-peat. The first round, they go back to back. Then Royals win, and then they do the three-peat. So
that's what I said.
No,
that's what I said.
No, but you're doing it backwards. It's 54, 53, 52 is Lakers, and then 51 is Royals, and then you got the
Then you got two Lakers wins.
Then you got two Lakers. You originally said 2, then 1,
okay.
and then 3.
I thought they won 3, and then there was a break.
Yeah, no, but when you're going backwards, it looks like that. But you know what I mean?
And technically, I could stop there because I think now technically we're in the BAA, but then you have two first champions. I know the Philadelphia Warriors were the first champions, and then I think the Baltimore Bullets were the second champions. Yeah. So I missed like one or two. I
don't think you missed it. I think you just mixed up the order.
I got dyslexic with it. Damn it. Yeah. The thing is, you see the way the 50s are just like, it's hard because not only am I like guessing, but I also can't like explain the 50s as in depth. Give me 2 years, chat. I'm going to be like giving you crazy breakdowns of the 50s in no time.
Please don't.
You're going to be learning about all these guys you call plumbers. They might actually be plumbers. I'm pretty sure the NBA didn't pay you for a full-time job.
There's no way. I don't even think they were doing it in the 70s, but whatever.